I'm telling you, I come from TikTok, and TikTok got the enhancers and stuff. There we go. Look, I got the retouch. I don't look. The healthcare transportation providers, non-emergency medical transportation providers, RNs, medical care workers, LVNs, LPNs. If you are looking to start your healthcare transportation business and you are looking for the right answers to get into this industry and to start your business, and stop listening to these influencers who are telling y'all to put this camera in your face and just start recording. Y'all, that is not how it's done. If you're ready to break free from Medicaid and YouTube, or Medicaid and Medicare and government contracts, and do this the right way, come on in. Come on in. I'm here for a few minutes. I'm Coach Willena McGee, RN BSN, and I'm here to help you start your healthcare transportation business the right way, right? Okay. And to give you the tools that you need to get started sufficiently. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Go ahead and like this video. Let me know where you're coming in from so we can get started. Before we get started, y'all, I know we have gotten up to like 10,500 or something like that subscribers, and I want to tell you thank you. I am looking to continue to grow this channel organically, so if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel to grow. It helps me to stay motivated. It helps me to continue to show up when I see the channel growing. And those of you who have joined the membership area, I appreciate you being there. You guys make sure to like the videos and subscribe to the channel. In the membership area, you guys have access to a lot of my past recordings and courses. You also have access to my niche in seven, finding your niche in seven. Y'all go ahead and enjoy those. Go ahead and enjoy those. I'm going to switch them out probably later on this year, just giving everybody an opportunity to continue to look for it. I think you have to be level 3. And the reason why I put it at level 3 is because I really want you all to join my academy. My academy, the link is in the community section. And that is where I teach live. I teach live Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays. And on Mondays is our goals, where I'm teaching you how to set your goals as an entrepreneur. We talk about your mindset, and I also answer any questions that may be relevant for the day. On Tuesdays, we talk about your business planning. So those of you all who are looking for the step-by-step process, I give all my students that join the academy. You guys get the free market analysis. You also get the yeah, it went. You get the free market analysis, and you also get access to the courses that are in the class, okay, that are in the classroom. Like every time I say that, I start thinking of wilding out. So I look, but you guys get access to that. So if you have not joined the academy, go ahead and join the academy, because that's where the real learning comes. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Y'all drop in what city and state you're in so that we can get this up in the algorithm and I know who's in the room. Before we get talking, so if those of you all who watch this on the replay, make sure that you forward it. Typically, if my lives go longer than 10 to 15 minutes, I'm talking about something. So, forward out at the time where I'm nervous and just go ahead and click on through and we'll get there, right? That's what we do on Monday mornings. So again, I've been teaching and talking a lot about messaging your offers. And thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you for coming, Ben. Thank you. I've been talking a lot about your messaging, your offers, and how to get self-pay clients. And I've been teaching this extensively in our academy. But today I'm going to teach you all about client avatars, because and listen, I want you all to make sure that you pin it down, because you know that these influencers, they take my information and they don't want to give me credit for it. So I'm just calling it out now, because you know the dates and the times of who's bringing this information to you, because I paid for this information. I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to teach you guys this information. So my love language is words of affirmation, makeup, My love language is words of affirmation. So when people don't give me my words of affirmation, I talk about it, right? So here today, we're going to talk about client avatars and what your client avatar is. A client avatar is not your writer. Hey, Anderson Rivera, thank you for stepping in, saying hi. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the wave. Y'all make sure to like the video, okay? Also, your client avatar is not your writer. We have in sales, there are three in our or in our business of healthcare transportation. There are three individuals that we have to be concerned with. We have our we have our rider, we have our decision maker, and we have our buyer. Okay. We have our rider, our decision maker, and we have our buyer. Okay, that's nice to know. Exactly, exactly. Thank you. So let's let how many of you all know that they are not all the same thing? They can be, but in most cases, they are not the same people. Thank you for the love. Look, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look, we here. We here. Amen. Thank you for that. So let me break this down how this works. First, we have to, you all traditionally, you all have the same messaging across all boards. Everybody has safe, reliable transportation. Okay. I so wish that YouTube had the sound effects like TikTok, right? We're not gonna talk about YouTube. We love YouTube though, right? But everybody has safe, reliable transportation. I challenge you to go to your Google. Go to your Google, and on your Google, I want you to do a transportation provider search in your area. And I promise you, out of probably 90% uh, of those websites that are on there, they're all going to have the same wording. We provide safe, reliable transportation. Some of them might even say that they provide dependable or comfortable, but that's about as far as they can get, right? Now, everybody in the industry got this same conversation going. They got the same conversation, they got the same messaging going, that they provide safe, reliable transportation. Now, what happens with that? Keep going, don't quit. Amen. I'm gonna keep going. We go keep going. So what happens with that? When you have the same messaging as everybody else, when you come on to TikTok, when you come on to YouTube, when you go to and you show that van, you flip around that vehicle and you go and you put on that van, or you sit in your van and you say, "Hey, I'm so and so with such and such transportation, and we provide safe, reliable transportation." Great. So do the 20 other providers in your area. So what becomes the choice factor in whether or not your business gets chosen is price. Is price. So now you are being price shopped. Hey, come on, come on. Is it Pew Molang? Look, that sounds like Filipino. Nice to be here. Thank you for being here. So when you become price shopped, now they're looking for the lowest paying provider. And that is not what you want. That's right. Join the live stream. Amen. Well, it's a show in Netflix for kids. Oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna have to look it up. You know, I got grandkids now, so I don't get to keep up with the with all the good stuff that's coming in, y'all. Look, I must have said something else. I don't know. They kicked me out, but we're here. I'm still here. The show's name is Molang. Okay, okay. Well, thank you for being here. All right. So we don't want to get price shopped. So how do we avoid being price shopped? Client avatar. Understand your client avatar. Your client avatar is not necessarily going to be, thank you for the subscription, is not necessarily going to be your writer. Your client avatar is the person who is making the decision and the person who is your buyer. Okay, that's what you want. Okay, so avatar. What is a client avatar? Look, I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna delete that. I said yes. No, I don't want to start the Q&A. All right, let's go. I don't want to do that. So your client avatar is the person who is actually making the decisions to purchase, or the person who's going to purchase. So let's take it from a. I use this over on TikTok, and I'm going to use it here too. So let's take, for example, your niche is post-op. And believe me, y'all, the money is in the niches. The money is in the niches. So let's say overall, you're post-op. So your client just got out of surgery, can't take an Uber, or the rider he just got out of surgery, can't take an Uber, but they need a wheelchair now for whatever reason, and they're not on Medicaid. So they're not on Medicaid. So now um, they're going to need they're going to need a ride. So what the discharge planner does, this is the person who is your decision maker. I hope y'all following me. This is the decision maker. What the decision maker then does is goes down their list of all the individuals that are on their provider transportation list and sees who's taking self-pay. So they take that list, they see who's taking self-pay. Those individuals that get self-pay, now they're calling them, and they're going to price shop them. But what we're going to do as healthcare transportation providers is when they call us, we're going to let them know about our messaging. That's right. Keep on listening. So we're going to talk to them about our offer. What makes us different? What should be making you different at this time is that you are in healthcare or in healthcare related or understand healthcare, and you can leverage your skills. So instead of just being a pickup and drop off service or door to door or door through door service, you have healthcare knowledge, you have healthcare acumen. Okay, so we become instead, hey, we understand that the post-op rider needs a different level of service. We need to be monitoring for physical levels of changes. We know as healthcare providers, we can see when somebody's got a change in blood pressure. Those lips go blue, their mouth goes, the whites of their mouth go blue, and they start looking that dazed look, like like they there, and you like, hey, Miss Smith, you with me? You with me, Miss Smith? We know when somebody's in trouble. See, Uber and Lyft, they don't know that. Passenger transportation, they might be sufficient in first aid and CPR, but you gotta have your heart gotta stop in order for them to see the change, right? As healthcare workers, we don't need to see that before we know that there's been a decline in that patient. We be like, wait a minute, something going on right now. Let's pull this vehicle over. Let's get 911 on board, because I don't know necessarily what's going on, but we know something's going on. And see, that's a service. That's a service that someone will pay for. This is pure cinema. Amen. Amen. Look, we get it. You see, that is a service that individuals will actually pay for. So, what we have to do is we have to package that up. We have to create an offer. We have to create messaging that speaks directly to our decision maker and our buyer. Now, the writer may be the decision maker and the writer may be our buyer. But if it's not, you don't have any reason to be talking to the writer. The writer, the only thing they care about is safe, reliable transportation. But that decision maker and that buyer, they are depending on safety and continuity of care. Totally different. Totally different. I make gifts for little YouTubers, and I'm gonna make a gift for you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the gift. That's right. So if you all have not joined my academy, if you have not gotten into my academy, it's $37 per month. And listen, the $37 per month is not going to stay that, because listen, I've already had clients that have been using, I've had individuals that have joined academy. In less than 2 weeks, they had their messaging, they had their offer, and they were creating websites. They were ready to go. I'm like, dang. I'm happy. I'm very happy. And I love the testimonials that I get from that. They say, bless this woman for being kind. Amen. I love being kind. Look, I tell people all the time, there's a difference between being kind and being nice. Nice people don't have boundaries and they let people walk all over them. Kind people have boundaries and they let people show their true colors before they act up. Right now, I can act up, but I'm kind until I can't be kind anymore. So I appreciate that because I really do work on being kind, right? So I want you all to understand that there is a massive difference in what passenger transportation does, that Medicaid model, all of that. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a fan. There's a massive difference in that compared to what healthcare transportation does. Now, if y'all want to continue to listen to these influencers who are telling y'all to go out here and get these brokers, or now they're telling you how to get self-pay because they're listening to me, and now they're jumping up and saying, "Oh, we got to get on the self-pay." The message that Willena's been teaching for the last 2 years. Okay, now we're going to decide that we're going to talk about it too. Good for them. But y'all, I've already got this locked in. I've already got this locked in. I don't have to sit here and hire someone to teach me how to do it. I did that last year. So now this year, I'm here focusing on teaching you all how to create an offer, how to create your messaging that attracts self-pay clients. And it's happening. Keep it up and don't quit. I believe you'll be famous. Look, that's it. Look, that's it. I am building kingdom ministries. We want to build them in the name of Yeshua. We want to build those kingdom ministries so that we can keep this going in our communities. We want to build strong communities. And the only way to do it is if we speak in transparency and we're speaking truth. You have to have a clear offer. You have to have clear messaging. And you have to know how to relay that to the person who you are speaking to, which should be your buyer and your decision maker. If you have not joined my academy, join the academy. It's $37. It will not be $37 by the end of the summer. I promise you. So go ahead and get in. And I look forward to speaking to you all next Monday. So this has been great. I look forward to being here next time. And until then, we say shalom, shalom, and may the peace of Yah be with you.